Kathy? All right. Kathy, I'm gonna share the screen and leave it there so that you can see all of the content that we're gonna go over today. Anyone else?
I so appreciate it having it on Zoom. I'm way up in Dalton, North Georgia, so I really, really appreciate Zoom opportunity.
This is going. It's a great class. Glad you're here. There we go. Everybody in? I'll let it down. You don't know what? You know what? Bear with me for 2 seconds. I don't like how that looks. And I'm too much of a perfectionist. I'll let it go. So just bear with me 2 seconds. I'm sorry I didn't have this ready. So now go back to Zoom world, share the screen. I like it. I like it. All right, we get the chat box up so if anybody has something to say, maybe I'll catch it. Maybe. Welcome. You come to the 36 touch class with me. You were on our daily dose call this morning. You heard me talk about how, in real estate, it's important to like pick what you're good at and go really, really deep in what that is. And I feel like the 36 touch is the one thing that I took on for myself and adopted it and really went deep into creating a 36 touch every year to make sure that my clients feel the love. And when they feel the love, they send referrals, right? So why do we have a 36 touch? Why do you think we have 30? Wait, do we know what 36 touch is? Somewhat. Okay, I'm gonna sit down and break the rules and present in the class. You should never sit down. I'm going to do this. 36 touch. It's an MREA model. It says if you contact, which I think is a much better word than touch.
That's creepy. That's creepy.
Whoever created that, I like the concept, I don't like the word. So if you contact your database, your sphere of influence, anybody, 36 times a year, you're most likely going to get one piece of business, a referral. So for every 10 people in your database, you should get one piece of business if they all are strategic or systematically communicated with on a regular basis. And that's where the math of the 201 Club comes from. The 201 Club says that if you have 201 people in your database that is systematically contacted 36 times a year, you should make at least $100,000 in commission. And that math is created from the math is in the math, right?
Yeah.
So if you have 201 contacts that are systematically touched throughout the year, then for every 10 people, you will get one piece of business. So 20, well, how many pieces of business is that?
2021.
So that's how you get to your
20. I'll say 20.
That's how they came up with the math of how many contacts we need in order to make $100,000. Right, we need at least 200 people. So if you don't have 200 people in your database, go out and get it today. So I would recommend adding 10 people a day. Go through your phone, go through Facebook, go through any resource that has contact information. You give them their first, last name, email address, and phone number. Put it into command and start a 36 touch program. So a 36 touch. So back to why we have it. Why do you think that we have a 36 touch?
So they stay top of mind. And you don't track it.
And 30, so we stay top of mind. We have to stay top of mind to get business, right?
There's 12 months in a year, you should be contacting them a certain amount of times in each month.
It's a way to make your business predictable. It's a way to make your business predictable and consistent. That is why we have a 36 touch. If you say, oh, I get just referrals. My next question is gonna be, well, tell me more about that. Now, if you're just waiting for people to give you referrals, is that predictable? No. You know, if you're gonna be able to pay your mortgage, are your monthly payments predictable? Yeah, they show up every day, every month. If you're not predicting your business and planning your business, how do you know how much you're gonna make next year? Goals are great, love goals, that's where everything starts, but how are you gonna implement those goals? Right? So that's what the 36 touch came from, is in order to make our businesses more predictable. What we're gonna, how many homes, how many families we're gonna sell, and what our GCI goals are. One time and then I'll be ready. Always remember your database is your business and your business is your database. Unless you're out there with an entire business calling FISBOs and Spires, which again is one way to get business. If you're gonna do that, go team, but you're gonna need a pretty big list of expires and FISBOs and dedicate your time calling them. So remember that database is your business and your business is your database. It's as simple as that. It's literally as simple as that. So I went over what a 36 touch system is, to stay in touch with your database so that when it comes time for them to ask any questions about real estate, they can't think of anyone else but you. Okay, so who goes on the 36 touch? This is a chart from the MREA because this entire class is based off the MREA, and that's what you see here, Keller Williams. They've written a book on it, so we might as well stick to it. They know more than they studied real estate more than anybody else. We'll go with that. Okay, so what is your
question, Diego?
Yes,
yes?
what's the MREA?
It's the Did you hear me say? I'm sorry, my other thing now.
No, that was.
MREA is the book. It's the Millionaire Real Estate Agent written by Gary Keller and Jay Hunt. It came out in 2004. And what they did was they interviewed about 100 agents across America, groups of 100 agents, and they studied every single thing that they were doing in order to have a successful business. So what they found out was there was 4 fundamental models that successful real estate agents employ to have a business. So we've got our budget model, our economic model, lead generation model, and organizational model. Those are the 4 models outlined in the MREA. So if you read that book and do everything that it says, you can build a scalable business. I think a lot of people read it, they get to about page 200, they quit because that's when they start scaling up because it's $1 million in real estate.
You can keep this one.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so one of the things we're going to talk about is who goes into the 36 touch. Now, there's different types of people, right? People we know, and we don't know. So the general public, we don't know them. They're out there. They want to know us. We want to know them, but we don't know them yet. If I'm going to advertise to the general public, we're probably talking more like billboards, benches, grocery carts, the ad at the YMCA or the ad at LA Fitness or a magazine or something like that. Now, the conversion rate on that piece of advertisement probably is pretty low. I have to spend a lot of money in order to get a piece of business out of that. So are we gonna spend our funds there when we get started? No, probably not. So we've got targeted groups. Targeted groups are probably people like with the same kind of interest, like I like to run. So the people that hang out at Fleet Feet and go for the Thursday night run, probably a targeted group of people that I don't know, but I'd like to know, who have similar interests. Network. Now, these are people I do know. These are people that I have met, that I've had conversations with. These are the people that I'm going to add to your database. These are the people that I'm going to start marketing to because they know me, I know them, and I have mentioned the word real estate sometime between, typically it's about 5 minutes after I meet you. Hey, what do you do? Oh, really? I'm a realtor. Yeah, I love it. So, this usually comes up, you know, at some conversation pretty quickly. And then we've got allied resources, advocates and core advocates. Our allied resources are gonna be people like our photographer, our inspector, our roofer, landscaper, painter, handyman, all of these people. And you should be, and those people should be on your 36 Touch program. They meet a lot of people that live in homes. Some, if they're doing work there, they probably own the home. So if they're like, hey, Mr. Handyman Extraordinaire, will you come and fix and change out all the faucets in my house? You should be saying, oh, really, what are you doing work for? Oh, you're thinking about selling? I have a great room. So all of your allied resources should definitely be in your 36 Touch. And then you have your advocate and your core advocate. These are the people you expect to do business with or receive business needs from. And I like to name them. So name them something inspiring, like the Village or the 5-star team, or just name them something that inspires you. These are the people that trust, like, and know you and are going to either work with you or send you a referral. So if anyone sends a referral to you, they need to go into a special group where you give them a little bit more attention than, let's say, your network. So who goes on the 36 Touch? All your Mets. If you've met them, they go there. I love it, simple as that. We can talk about it more if you'd like, but I'd like to just say that if you've had a conversation, then put it in your 36 Touch. Now, we do have to talk about some regulations, you know, in the world of disclosure now and lawsuits and spam. We do need permission to advertise. And you learned this in real estate school, where if you send out an email, it needs to have an unsubscribe button on it. If it does not, you are not compliant. So if you are sending out any emails, use systems such as Constant Contact, Command, MailChimp, something like that. Don't go to Gmail, create an advertisement and send it out to your people. So make sure that you're using the proper avenue source to send out emails like that. So get permission. And it can be as simple as, I just wanted to calling your friends, family, anyone that you met. And you can say, hey, it was great meeting you the other day, or seeing you recently, or have you been, or how have you been, anything like that. You know, hey, I'm calling to catch up. How's your mom and them? That's not funny, but I said, oh, funny. I was at the broker meeting for Neymar the other day, which was a really fun experience. And there's a lady in here, and she's been in the real estate business for probably 500 years. And she said, when I make those calls about how's your mom in there, and I was like, you say that too? I've never, I thought I was the oldest of the
Kindred spirit.
Yeah. So that's my, I always laugh to death when I said they're coming out. So that's basically what I say, like, how is your mom, you know, how's your mom doing? And then it says, I just want to let you know that I have a new system set up that could keep you up to date with the real estate market in your area. Would you mind if I add you to that system? I might also give you a call when you're interested, when something really interesting is happening, or if I'm running a contest or a real estate event. Is that okay with you? Yeah, nobody's gonna say no. If they do, if they say yes, and they want to unsubscribe later, great. But most everybody's not gonna say no to, you know, after you've had a personal conversation and then say, hey, you know, I'm a real estate agent, and I just wanted to let you know that I have a new system that I've set up. Are you okay with receiving some emails every now and then about what's happening in the market? And if I'm running a contest or something cool's going on, is that okay for me to you know, let you know about it? Awesome, thank you. Now you are compliant. I love this. If you build it, they will come. Every year I like to, put a theme to the year, a couple of words, and several years ago it was, if you build it, they will come. So the 36 touch is 36 times a year, you are going to contact your database in different ways. And these are examples of what you can do. What is the one thing that, and you can rearrange this in any way that you want to. Now, I put here 4 calls every year, 2 client events, 4 promotions, 12 monthly emails, 6 mailers, 4 pop-bys, 3 life events, and 1 golden letter or golden text. Which one do you think is a non-negotiable?
Phone call?
Phone calls. I want your database to hear your voice 4 times a year. And there are different reasons why you should call them. It doesn't always have to be, hey, this is Diego. Did you know that I'm a realtor? And do you know anybody who wants to buy, sell, or invest? It can be just like, hey, did you know I recently made a career change? That'd be the first call. The next one might be, did you see on Instagram the article about ... There's been a lot of chatter in the market recently. Did you have any questions you want to talk about? And then you can always ask. You heard of anyone recently mentioning making a move? No? Okay. Well, if you hear anybody, will you make sure to connect us? Would that be okay? So. So 4 times a year, I would love them to hear your sweet voice.
Can that be substituted with text?
No,
No.
thank you for asking.
Like even just like happy on birthday call, like happy birthday, just wanted to call it's your birthday. Like that,
Seven.
even if you don't always talk real estate, obviously.
Absolutely. 100%. You do not need to always talk about real estate. Sometimes it can just genuinely be, hey, how are you?
Right, because you do.
Because they're probably gonna ask you how you're doing. And in the conversation, you're gonna say, oh, you're great, works wonderful. I sold a house last week over in Riverfield. I wish.
Someday, Carrie.
Someday, very soon, very soon. Yeah. So no, it does not. You don't have to specifically ask a question. I do want you to at least once or twice a year.
Right.
And it's okay to be direct.
Right.
And you can also be yourself.
Mhm.
Obviously, not everybody's gonna get on the phone and be as goofy as I am.
Mhm.
Somebody called me a puppy the other day. You know, I should say that was great, or like, what? But I also did know someone and tried to use some humor, and they did not think it was funny at all, so you never know. But people in my database know me, and they know that I'm generally not a super serious person all the time.
Mhm.
So we have, so here's my makeup example of a 36 touch.
Sorry, if we can get back, so 12 monthly emails.
We're gonna get there.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna break this
Oh,
down
good. Okay, great.
most nuanced.
Okay.
Starting with the phone call. So Keller Williams has a fantastic system called the TTD. It's called Do the Database To. And what they've done is broken down the entire alphabet into weeks. And they paired letters together based on census of how many people have a last name that start with this letter. So the first thing that I want you to do is tag your database in command. I want you to set up a tag for each one of the DTD2 groups. So I know this one isn't exactly, you might see the dates are not perfect for this year, because I created this slide a couple of years ago, but I know that this week is S and G.
Yeah.
It is.
It started on November 6th, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So this year, or excuse me, this week is F and G, and your text is B. So you can text, but I want them to hear your voice 4 times a year. Now.
Yeah,
Lucy-
and it repeats each quarter, so.
Yes, it does. So it goes through, and you can see March 28th, it ended in C, and then started back on April 14th with A and W again. So this is how you're gonna get your 4 times per year, once a quarter. And you're gonna look at your database, and if their last name starts with, let's start at the beginning, in January 2nd, or 3rd. If their last name starts with A and W, you're gonna tag them with A and W. Monday comes that week and you're gonna search the tag A and W. Everyone that's tagged with that will come up in that list, right? And you just start making the phone calls. Add your notes. Command is amazing. You can add notes in there on what you talked about. And then next time you call them next quarter, you can go back and say, oh, your dog was in the hospital. How is Mr. Fluffy? And you have talking points and continuing conversations.
What's the text letter about?
So the text letter is because people now do text. So every once in a while you can send them a text message. And I'll show you and I'll explain more. Sam and Lucy have made this very easy. So in their 36 touch in command, in the smart plan, there are pre-written texts. It might be a text that says something to the effect of, have you heard the real estate chatter? Do you have any questions? And so you might be calling everyone with A and W, but maybe you're sending everyone that week with a last name of N, the text.
That letter corresponds to a specific text group.
It could be any text that you want, but that letter for that week is just, so you're calling 4 times a year and then staying with, texting. I think the text is twice a year. It can be,
Yeah, 'cause it's only one letter. Instead of
Yeah.
two.
so call 4, text twice a year. If you're participating in the 90 listings in 30 days contest in the office, there's a text that's coming up soon, and you can literally copy it and paste it. And it's, you know, it could be a meme. I love the one the other day I saw, it's hilarious. It had the painter, the famous painter, what's his name? Yeah, Bob. And it had a canvas.
Like Van Gogh.
It had the blank canvas on it and it said, here's a painting of all the people, all the homes that Zillow accurately
Estimated.
Oh, that's
estimated.
funny.
And it was a blank canvas. That's just a funny meme.
It is fun, yeah.
Something fun. There's all kinds of different things you can test, but it's just trying to stay colorblind. Okay, this is just showing you how to tag, just like I said. Go in, create your tag. You can, this is, a screenshot of my command where I have different tags created. And I have, you can tag them for anything. You can see that I have one that this is beer. If I know they like beer, I'm gonna tag them for that. If they drink wine, I'm gonna tag that. If they say they like anything, I'm going to create a group for it. So if I'm gonna have a little get together at cultivation, I can go in there and type beer and see who likes beer and who wants to meet me on Friday night for a happy hour or in the afternoon. Whatever your start time. And so and then allied resources. So if they're a vendor, I'm gonna tag them allied resource. I might have a separate message for them. We are mining our database. That is exactly what we're doing. We're doing the same thing that Google does for us. I'm putting in there what they like. So when something comes up that's similar, then I can find that and then market to them, just like Google does to me. I get ads in Facebook groups and all of that. They get me too, they're sales ads, like, they know me so well. So that's exactly what we're doing here. You can mine your database for anything. You can create groups. Make sense? Any questions about that? Do you know how to tag people?
I do.
Fantastic. If you don't, get with Sam and Lucy and they can help you. I can go through it as well on another class, but it's very easy. I mean, it's almost hard not to figure it out.
Where can I find the chart with the letter of the codes?
But you can Google it too and it'll come up.
I just got.
Oh, it's, okay, I don't know Williams.
It is, yes, it is a Keller Williams. So if you put in there Keller Williams GT2, it will come out, but wait until January for
Next year.
the updated one, but it should be coming out soon.
Yeah, it's in the internet, but if you Google it, it'll pull it up faster. It'll be on the search internet for it.
Or Connect. Has
Yeah.
anybody ventured on to KW Connect yet? That's fun. I go to Connect for a lot of things. If I remember that Keller Williams prides himself in R&D, rip off and duplicate. We share everything and we created communities in order to do it easier. And one of those is Connect. We've dumped agents across the country, across the world, dump information into Connect, and if they found it's useful and they want to share it or put it there, you just search what you're looking for, no matter what it is, and you'll probably find 10 resources already done, so that you don't have to recreate and waste your time doing the same thing someone else already did. So 4 calls per year, what are you gonna say? Well, you could start with how are you? How are you? How are you? Well, you could run a contest. I wanted to tell you about a contest. Did you hear about the contest I'm having? Did you see the email I sent? Do you need a trusted vendor for renovations? I love the one, hey, have you got any updates to your home recently? Oh yeah, who'd you use? Like what vendors did you use? Did you have a good experience? Was that good? Do you think I should add them to my referral list? Fantastic. I'm coming up with this great vendor list for all of my clients. When I get done with it, would you like a copy? Awesome. Well, if you think of anyone else that you think would be a great addition to my vendor list, please let me know and I'll add them in there and we can support small businesses. Sound good? Okay, fabulous. When I'm finished with it, I'll print you, would you like a printed copy or would you like an electronic? Electronically, let me make sure I have the correct email address that you would like to receive that. It's probably not gonna be their junk email address, it's gonna be their real one. Can you, let's see, oh, you're invited, so if you're gonna have any client events, it's an easy call, hey, you're invited to come. You gonna make it? Bring a friend. Happy home anniversary. The wonderful conversation. I would love to hear from you when you sold the home. And a year later, you're like, hey, how's it going for you? Have you done anything to it? Did you do any renovations? Do you need any vendors? Can I share with you my vendor list? Did you use anyone that you thought was a 5-star quality that should have added to my vendor list? I mean, we can just keep going. Oh, let's have lunch. Or coffee. Or a cocktail. Everybody knows I like Pinot Grigio, we're probably gonna have that. It's easy, just have a conversation. And then we went over the trusted vendor. What are some other reasons to call?
Contest,
Contest,
you know, and like I said, birthdays, or if you know, someone had a baby,
birthdays are wonderful.
or growing families.
Yes. I love a good birth, like. And make sure that you write that information and log that information into command. And set a task to it so that you remember when your children have birthdays. You can add a task that says Mason's birthday on a specific day. Yeah. 4 calls a year, non-negotiable. I love client events. Client events are, I love it. There's a belly-to-belly, face-to-face with your friends, your family, your clients. How many touches do you think it takes? How many contacts? I'm gonna train myself.
5.
5? I don't say 8.
You need 8
8
face to
contacts.
face.
No, 8 contacts in order to have an event.
Oh,
You can mail, how about a minimum of 5, better if it's 8 contacts to invite someone to a client event. So first, you're gonna send a formal invitation. This was one I had for a happy hour. Foster Home Team presents happy hour. Wednesday, September 20th, 5:30 to 8:30. Invite to RSVP coming soon. So this is not, yeah, this is just a formal
Like I
invitation.
save the date.
Exactly.
that is nice, Carrie.
Then we go on to sending an email invitation with an RSVP. You could put a QR code on here. I don't even know the QR codes existed when I had this happy hour, but I would have a separate email for an RSVP. Because it's just another touch. So we send them an invitation, you're exclusively invited. Send an email invitation with an RSVP. Then we're gonna follow up with a phone call. Hey, did you get the invitation? Or I'm so glad that you've RSVP'd, or I'm sad you can't come. Then we're gonna send out another email reminder. And then we're gonna send a text. Can't wait to see you there. Then you're gonna have the event. Then you're gonna post on social media all of the pictures. And you're gonna create FOMO for your next event. Because people are gonna see how much fun you had, and everyone that came to the event, how much fun they had. And then you're gonna send out cards to everyone thanking them for coming, even if they didn't come.
Even if they didn't.
Make them feel better about it.
Yeah. The next time, you're like, oh, we missed that happy hour at Red Brick Brewing. It looked like it was so much fun, you know, fully catered. I'm gonna come next time.
Have you ever had anyone find it? You know, I was there.
No,
Do you say thank you for coming, or do you say we missed you?
you can do both. I do
Okay.
both.
Okay.
I do both. I send a generic out with pictures all over it,
Nice.
saying, you know, we had such a great time, and if they didn't come, then I send them a message saying, sorry, I missed you, I hope you're doing well, and I hope to see you at our next event.
Okay. Mhm.
100%.
Those are great touches.
And these are not expensive.
Okay, so where do you do your own?
So Brian can do them for you.
Yeah,
Now, this I typically, before I met Brian, print everything through Primo print.
okay,
It arrives within 3 to 5 days and their prices are really, they're pretty good. So I designed it in.
but you just didn't have a, is that the name of it?
With,
Canva.
I
Well,
always,
you can print from Canva now and get it, they'll print it out in a FedEx or
I've
something.
done that as well.
Okay.
That's a great,
But you just created on,
I've done that.
okay, that's good to know.
So I am a big fan of the barbecue and booze. So typically I will have a client event at a brewery and I will have a barbecue place cater it. Either community queue, like wherever it is. I've had Marlowe's cater them, but typically I like a brewery. And now they have food trucks that you can have. I get the wristbands, so when depending on, you can get drink tickets, or if you're paying for drinks all night, wristbands, things like that. So if it's like a few drinks, you're paying more than you get 2 tickets. Easy. So movie nights are very popular for kids, or if a big movie is coming out, the teaching movie theater here in Peachtree Quarters has great deals on group movies, and it will include drink, popcorn, and I think they took away the unlimited candy now, but, bummed out last time we were there, they didn't have like the. Go through where one that all of them. So movie night, so anytime like, I know when Frozen came out, we were having a bunch of events during that, for kids. Super Mario Brothers is a good one. So look up what movies are coming out this year so that you have enough time to plan in advance with invitations, that you can have enough time to invite everyone. You can rent a movie theater or a section, and, those are great touches for young families. Senoritas and margaritas. Fall festivals are great, especially if you can partner up with the community. So if you have, vendors that you can all throw in on having a good fall festival with, you know, maybe a hayride or face painting, and then have booths. You know, maybe a candy machine, something like that, you know, photographer takes pictures, something fun. People really love that when you have fall photos. If you can get a photographer to take one picture, it's not like a 25 picture package, but one picture for each family. Lots of people will use that in their Christmas card. And that's a great, gift for your clients. Kick off the summer ice cream socials at schools, sponsoring the ice cream truck at the last day of school, or teachers, this is, you'll get there. When you have a little bit, you know.
That's what I was gonna ask.
I'm like, can I get so like to be like like all these kids I know, but ice cream social kickoff the summer social in a neighborhood.
So you can still do it for your neighborhood, you don't have to have a kid at a school or something.
Or like you have pops.
Yeah. And even if you don't have kids, you can still sponsor it for, we did an ice cream social for a, elementary school before I had any children. We brought the food truck, or one year we just brought the big containers of ice cream and cones and scooped out the ice cream scoop for every kid on the first day of school. Or the last day of school. Spring cleaning events, renting a dumpster for a neighborhood. You need to get permission, but this is a great one. I've had a lot of real estate agents have great success getting a dumpster, putting it in the neighborhood, and anybody can dump whatever they want for free. They're cleaning out their house for the spring, and you put a big banner on the front of it with your logo. It says sponsored by you, Keller Williams Realty underneath that, and as a gift. And And it puts your name in front of the neighborhood for a week. By night's like, you know, for like boxing, that kind of thing, you know, there's a big match going on. Was the guy, Amanda Holyfield was obviously well on.
I was gonna say, he's very retired.
Yeah. What's that one guy's name that's like,
McGregor?
that's the one? Yeah.
I don't guess, it's only when
I don't know anyone.
Yeah, right, it used to be a really big thing. Bowling nights are fun, derby parties, oh my goodness, give me, y'all probably laughed
The
at me.
pictures are on here, or at least the one that I have of the Jersey parade. If you go back up, there's a picture on there. For client events, is that side note in there anymore?
No. Yeah. Let's see, oh, derby parties, give me an excuse to wear a big hat. And you can have contests, all kinds of fun things there is a website now where they will create a party plan for whatever your theme is. You just go in and say, I want a party for a derby. And they will tell you everything to serve, the games to play, drinks, decorations, the whole thing. I mean, it can be that easy now. You don't even have to think about it. This website will do it for you. I'll get the name of it if you want. Volunteering events. I love to call the database and invite them to volunteer. Find an organization that means something to you. And create a day of volunteering and call everyone in your database and invite them to that event also. There's a school that I worked with in Southwest Atlanta called Bright Futures. And children were having, you know, an issue graduating from high school, for any school. They started middle school, but literally being recruited to games and things on the playground. And so a wonderful couple saw the need and they started with tutoring and ended up starting a school. And now they have many college graduates who have come back to teach and or mentor the kids, but it's a wonderful opportunity. And they have a house that they use for summer camps and after school programs. And so we just went and cleaned it up, did all the landscaping, cleaned the inside and out. Now the kids have to have responsibility too, so it was not that bad, it was pretty clean. But they served meals, so we made sure that their pantry was full of dry goods, and snacks and sodas and waters and things like that. And my entire database was invited to that. Family barbecue, I mean, just invite them to your house. Easter egg hunts are a popular one, very easy. Easter egg hunt. You can get the costume of an Easter bunny and get your best friend to put it on.
Put my son in it.
Yeah. Darn it, I wish I
That's
could have
true.
never forget that, but that. But it's great, and you have photo opportunity, you fill a bunch of eggs with candy and throw them out into a field and invite every single person you know and everyone in your neighborhood and or community, depending on how big you wanna have it. You know, if it gets real big, you might wanna have a DJ with like a microphone and a speaker that talks every few while, has some loud music going. It does not have to be expensive. You need balloons, candy, and eggs. And it's surprising. You know, you buy
We usually do like a golden egg that has like a $5 Brewster's card in it or something.
yes, I've given away gift, baskets. So inside the eggs will be
Like a prize.
yes,
Yeah.
it's pretty, it's not just a piece of paper, it's a pretty little sticker, and it says you won a basket, and I'll have a number on it, and then underneath I'll have like 5 baskets, and underneath each one will have a number, and they get the coordinating basket. And I do it pretty gender neutral, if you don't wanna give, you know, a Barbie basket, the whole way, you know, they might not like that, they might like that. Anyway, so you can get those baskets at the grocery store, Target, Walmart, Costco. Cooking classes are fun and sporting events. I love promotions also. Promotions, I think, this is a great way to touch your clients. Spend not so much money and get referrals. So the promotion is, I love this one. I didn't bring it with me today. So, up here, I put this under promotions, but I give this to anyone that gives me a referral. And it looks exactly like this. For your referrals for the Carrie Foster, the Foster Home team, and what is stuck to that is a Starbucks gift card, and it says, "Thanks a latte." Now, for me, that's gonna go into one of my mugs with some tissue paper, and that's gonna go inside of a bag. And then I'll put a ribbon on it and I'll deliver it to their office. To their front office, make sure the bag has my stamp on it. And so when they set it out, I would tell the courier, I want to put it on the front desk with the logo facing out. And so, and that's delivered to their home. Other contests, so here's one, for Mother's Day, the spa basket. Father's Day, this one has golf balls, a Yeti, and some other fun ideas. There's Braves tickets. Braves tickets are great. I've heard people say, with sporting events where they have seats, they'll start calling people in their database. And if they say no, fantastic. You want to offer them to as many, you only have one set. You want to offer them to as many people as possible so that they feel touched and loved. Contacted and loved. So saying no is great. That means that's one more person you can call and say, "I've got tickets to the Braves game on Friday. Are you available? I've got 2 for you." No, I'm so sorry. We're gonna have we're gonna pick up next. Okay. High giveaways are wonderful. High giveaways, again, probably gonna have about, you could do that as a client event or just a promotion. If you wanted to make an entire event out of it, then you can invite people to come pick up the pies during a certain time. You can serve food, music, drinks, and have a full-on party with it. Or you can do it as simple as inviting them to pick up a pie here in the office. Many people use the conference room and they'll decorate the conference room, get their pies at Costco. You're gonna ask your clients in advance what kind of pie they want. So you're gonna promote it. Use websites like Eventbrite for that. You can put in categories and select, they have to buy a ticket, right, on Eventbrite. So I'll say, do you want a ticket for an apple pie, a pumpkin pie, a pecan pie? And they have to pick which one they want to register. And then tell them, and then you text them a reminder in advance, "Hey, your pie is ready, make sure you come today between 10 and 12 to pick up your pie." So promotions are a great way. Oh, I love this, the contest for 100. Who knows what a reverse 100 is? So it's a great way to contact 100 people in one day. So you're gonna promote the heck out of your content, but you're gonna tell everyone, in order to qualify, they have to call you within a certain day. So 9 to 5. Another stipulation of the contest is a referral. So you get 1 entry. If you call that day, you get 2 additional entries if you have a referral for someone who wants to buy, sell, or invest in your house. All contests ask for a referral. Okay, so if it's a contest where someone's winning something, then you're gonna give entries for providing the information and or liking your real estate websites, your social media, your Instagram and Facebook pages, and extra entries for referrals. So if you spent $200 on a Mother's Day spa basket, and you had 4 referrals from that contest, you have the potential of making, let's say, 60,000, or, $48,000 in commissions, and $200 on a gift. That's a good spend. Any questions? So, some promotions, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day giveaway, 2 nights at a resort, a baseball giveaway, iPad Mini, Father's Day, holiday lights. You can give away a great package to, Callaway Gardens. They have like a 1-night Christmas lights extravaganza kind of event you can buy for your winter. Of course, pie giveaway, pumpkin. Have you seen, lots of people do the pumpkins, have you seen that? So it's the same concept, right? We're going to, invite everyone we know, have them register, and then literally put out pumpkins on our front lawn or in the field or whatever, they can come by and get their pumpkin. Yeti giveaways, those are always popular, everybody loves a Yeti cooler, a private chef dinner, Apple Watch. You can even give away a Williams Sonoma holiday dinner, that's a great promotion, delicious, a whole meal prepared for you in advance. Right. Can you think of any other promotions?
I did a holiday gift basket last year, for December, that I went to different local businesses and either have them, some of them donated, or I would just buy and start a relationship with them. And, hey, and do you mind if I tag your business? With the winner and all that.
That's awesome, you can even do a video with them. Inside the store, inside the business, inside the restaurant, and, get more information about it, have them share about it. Create FOMO. A question we had is, if you leave a voicemail on your 4 calls, if you leave a voicemail, should you keep trying until you actually engage in a conversation? I think a voicemail is okay. Leave the reason for your call on the voicemail. Not a lot of people call back these days, so I wouldn't say you have to keep calling until you got on the phone with them, but I would say, hey, it's Carrie, I wanted to make sure you got the invitation to our event. Or, hey, it's Carrie, I was checking in with you to see how everything's going, I would love to chat, call me back. Whatever it is, I think a voicemail is okay. I would love it if you could have a conversation. Maybe follow up with a text.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I'll follow up with the time.
A great statistic that I heard the other day, I meant to mention this earlier when you asked if the text is okay. 7% of our communication is our words. So, the other day when I made that joke to somebody and they thought I was insane, it's because it was a text message. They couldn't hear my inflection. They couldn't see my body language. They didn't know how funny I actually am. So, they were like, go get a like. I was like, whoa. Okay, but if I had said that to him, if I had said, you send me your offer and I'll send you mine, and let's see who's that, if I had said that, he might have been ooh, but instead he's like, go get a life, So I would say that your communication is best received through voice. Better in person, but only 7% of our conversations, and 7% of our intent comes through words. Because we can say the same sentence 5 times and have a different message each time, depending on which word we emphasize. And our tonality. Okay, steps to a successful promotion. So the first thing you're gonna do is pick a date. I would say do it now. If you're gonna have a promotion next year, go ahead, let me give up, I'm gonna give you these sheets. This is a sheet for anyone in Zoomland. If I have a sheet here that just is every single month, January, February, all the way until December, with a couple of lines underneath it. This is, I actually like to, because I'm a visual person, here you go. Go ahead, if you're gonna do a contest, go ahead and write down the month now that you wanna do it. If you wanna do a Mother's Day contest, write it in May. If you wanna do a Father's Day contest, do it in June. Spread them out a little bit. So that you're not doing back-to-back contests each month, because you want people to, think about their referrals. If you're asking them for a referral for a contest in May, and then you go back in June, well, they already gave you a referral last month, they might not have one available. But if you did one in September, then they may have talked to more people about real estate. So go ahead and write down, and the reason I want you to write it down now and start thinking about it, I'll go back to the slide. If you want some ideas, go ahead and pick the day now, because if you put it on the calendar now, you're not gonna miss it later. Like, when you start thinking in Mother's Day, you're like 20 days out, you're like, "What? May, you're never gonna do it, it's too late, you're gonna think about all the things that you have to do. But if you go ahead and plan it, this is the one thing I do first, because it takes a lot more effort. So I plan out your client events and your promotions first.
So do you have, just to remind them, so the client events, per year are gonna be 2,
Well,
at least.
it doesn't need to specifically be 2, you just need to have 36 touches. So if you only wanna do 1 client event a year, that's fine. But you're gonna have to do something else to make up for the touch, right, or the contact. So you can make this, what I'm trying to say is, you can make this however you want. You can have, 6 hot buys in 1 client event. And you could do 3 promotions. You could do 12 mailers. The only thing that you can't change is your 4 conversations, right? So if you wanna have a client event and you wanna do a promotion, I think a promotion is a really cost-effective way to get, referrals. People will give you referrals. So win something, and they want to help you, but I mean, typically, if I call them, hey, you know what by yourself? They're probably, sometimes they may say, I don't know anybody right now. If I say, hey, I have a Mother's Day contest, you get 5 more entries if you give me the contact information for someone who might want to buy or sell, I'm like, okay, I really want that massage, and I think Becky down the street said she was gonna sell in like 6 months. Okay, her name's Becky 5, 6, so I think it's a really great cost-effective way to get referrals. Spread out, promotion, client event, promotion, maybe 3 months apart, okay, make sense? But pick it now and put it down, make your plan. Okay, that's the steps to have a successful promotion. So we're gonna pick the date of the event, and then we're gonna pick what we're giving away. Does everyone know what Pinterest is? Have you been on Pinterest?
Too much.
I'm just giggling because last time I did this with you, Tony was like,
I can teach my Tony all about Pinterest. That's why I asked. So Pinterest is a really amazing resource for, planning events like this. So if you, wanted to have a client appreciation party, you can literally put in there real estate client appreciation party, and it will come up with lots of ideas. So, or if you want to say a real estate client giveaway, it will come up with so many ideas. So that's a great way to brainstorm what kind of giveaway you want to have. Then we're going to lead generate around it. We're going to tell them what we're doing. We're going to send them an email. We're gonna put it on Facebook and Instagram. We're gonna put it in an Instagram story, And we're gonna lead them all back to our business page and your personal page. If you have one, if you don't have a business page, you do everything on your personal page, then wherever you want them to go. And then you're gonna give them rules and say things like, you first have to like the post on both Instagram and Facebook. You have to share it on your personal page. You have to tag someone. These are all ideas, not, they're just suggestions, but you have to tag someone. You have to, if you want additional entries, you send a referral, things like that. So give them the rules and start lead generating around it. And then you're gonna set up the system to collect the information. How are you going to know who liked all the things, who sent you the referrals and the contact information? You need to track it. Then shoot a video and send the invitation. Do a video. I think videos are really the way that people are going now, so set up the camera and talk at it. Post on all social media and email, hold the event, and then follow up with a thank you. So that, and you can get a lot of communication from a lot of touches. I send people, I think it's a great idea to send people text messages leading up to it. I said this the other day, and now it's stuck in my head forever and ever. You know that there's a Buc-ee's coming 100 miles away, right? You get the first notification that Buc-ee's is coming, like literally 100 miles. Like you're like debating, are you gonna get there or even if you can? But you're gonna get to Buc-ee's. Like everybody, it's a maddening, like colossal gas station that has everything to decorate your house, feed your animals, eat lunch, and party. I don't know, the cleanest bathrooms, but what they're doing is they're creating the FOMO, like you don't want to miss out on like all the Buc-ee's treats. So we're gonna do that same thing with real estate. Let's start way in advance, and we're gonna start letting them know, and then we'll send out different types of communication to create the excitement out of whatever it is that we're doing. So, and then you'll track it. And then shoot a video with the winner, okay? There are websites that you can use where you can add in all of the information and it will randomly spin a wheel and you can video the screen as it spins the wheel and then the name will pop up on there and you can I have a jar that I like to use and I print out all of the names and put them in the jar and shake it up and, pull it out. Oh, one thing I will say is if you have someone that sends you a lot of business, they win. You can do it randomly, but a lot of times I will also send that referrals. Sarah Ackerman will win every single contest I ever have. She sends so much business to the team and so many referrals to the team that I want her to feel the love more than anyone else. And so even if Paige won the last contest, I sent the same thing to Sarah. Because she's special and she always refers. Paige won. And she deserved to win. She gave a referral, she got all the things. But I was also sent a thank you note. So you didn't win the contest, but I still love you and thank you for all your referrals. Monthly email. So this is almost outdated because these are emails. However, Sam and Lucy have created the smart plan for your monthly newsletter. And it is so easy and you put absolutely nothing, no effort into it. It is free. It lands in your client's inbox every single month on the day that you choose. And people love it. And you are top of mind. So these are ideas, but I almost want to say, ditch them. Because it's done for you. Hit the easy button.
So you're saying just do the newsletter?
Just do the newsletter. Yeah, don't spend time coming up with this. I mean, I chat GPT.
I mean, you did really good with all that.
And they can help you edit it, so you can put your logo and all that stuff on there.
Okay. Very easily. So, always at the beginning of the year, I think it's a great idea to send out the homestead exemption, and I include the links for each county in Metro Atlanta. I think that's a really great touch at the beginning of the year. I send that out to everyone. I don't care if you bought or sold a house that year or not. I've had clients in the past that, that, oh my goodness, my taxes just came out, they're $9,000. I forgot to apply for homestead exemption. I'm like, well, I know you got 3 notifications from me, so it's not my fault. Here, let me, so I send it out to everyone. And clients, family, friends that used other realtors before you were a realtor may not have had this useful information. So you providing it for them, creates, a feeling of you being a very knowledgeable and professional realtor with all the resources. Neighborhood trend. This is also in command. Go ahead, set yourself up on it. Another great option that we just received, HomeBot.
I love, people have been telling me they love that.
HomeBot is great. You know, I get it from my old lender that I used to use.
Yes, it is, yeah.
I know.
No. Can you get you free?
Not for me. I didn't set it up for my clients. He set it up for me.
Yeah.
And then, and so every month it comes, and I'm just like any other consumer. I'm a realtor. I still open it. I'm like, what is it say? Let me see if it's right or
Right,
not. Right, you think it's only worth that? Well, it's not, but it's a touch. It's pretty, oh, wow, it's not that hard.
No,
It's pretty good.
and it just has, it's fun and functional.
It is,
for
and
people.
if you wanna see how much equity and what you can do with the
Right,
equity,
yeah. It gives you a
like
lot.
click through the fun activities.
Yeah. Yeah,
In a second, remind me, hey, somebody remind me to show you how to set up your personal landing page on FMLS, and you can use that link and a QR code for all of your marketing in the future, so that you can, it's a lead capture, okay? And I just learned how to use it, and it's phenomenal, and I
I'll
want
remind you, is this the same one?
you already have it. Okay. All right, monthly email. Monthly email could be a neighborhood nurture. Oh, what I wanted to say was this neighborhood trend, you know, it's a lot. It comes from command. It says KW, it's your home, what's going on in your neighborhood.
yeah,
It's an easy no-brainer because you set it up and you don't ever look at it again, and you count it as a touch,
yeah.
okay? Oh, we got one new message. Let's see what we have here. Oh, you're welcome. You.
All of these are automated, right? You don't have to.
Right.
go over
So I created, before automated things were a thing for me, I created all of these myself. And that one was automated, but now that Sam and Lucy have that newsletter, I ditched all of it. I don't use any of it anymore. I do not know it. I do not spend my time, which is valuable, on coming up with this job.
So for like the homestead exemption, you can have it sent every,
So the homestead exemption, I created the template here, and then I use the same one every year to send it back out. I set it up in the smart plan.
and you can.
Done.
Okay.
Done. And so you have to set it up in a smart plan. The smart plan will renew every January for however many years. And I love this because I love that what I put at the bottom here, because we truly appreciate your time. When the time comes, we would love to meet any of your real estate needs. We look forward to hearing from you, and happy new year. So I'm giving this resource and then I'm saying. Okay. Oh, okay. If I go off the screen and I announce that. Monthly email, what do monthly emails be? Let's see, monthly neighborhood nurture, January, you do the homestead exemption. I drive that homestead exemption out for months because it's a great, easy with touch. Again, you need to finish the application before, March 31st. So I'll send it in January, February, and March, and do a text message in March also. Don't forget. Time change is an easy one, the contractor, the NAR articles, Neymar, GAR, NAR, all ours. They have all these great articles on their website. It's so easy to go get the information and copy and paste it into an email and send it. Just great articles of information. I mean, that's where I used to go to find content. That or keeping current matters.
Yeah, and there's list reports now too.
And list reports is a good one. Just to hit
So-
that.
I know it's a monthly email. How is that? I know it's different,
You can work monthly, weekly, bi-weekly, anything you want.
but like, social media,
So social media is a tool.
it's different than an email.
I don't use it as a 36 touch. I
Okay, I was
cannot
wondering
give it
if that-
to them if they're going to see it.
Exactly, you can't really track.
Exactly. So I do not, it is a tool that I use within the 36 touch,
So you
but
don't
it
rely on
is
that.
not that.
Okay, that's the only thing I was wondering, so like a lot of this stuff I try to put on social media, but that's just an extra.
Yes,
That's for
It
the
gives
people
you
that
credibility.
don't have.
Exactly, in your.
yes. People Google everyone now, so it gives you credibility that you know what you're talking about.
Right, yeah.
When people come to see you on your Facebooks, on the Facebook.
Okay, that's good to meta.
Before, yeah.
Yeah,
The Facebook. So other suggestions? Okay. Spring and fall maintenance tips, newsletter. No, we're about to get, so this is my favorite. My favorite, you ready?
I think, yeah.
Mailer. I love Mailer. Love coming up with good stuff. Now that ChatGPT, people need to be in this class. You know how upset I am, there's only 3 of you here today. There's 380 agents in this office that can get a million ideas. Easy.
Oh, we're gonna have a great year.
People, y'all,
Well, and Zoom, yeah.
I just appreciate y'all so much for being here, because I'm like, this was so good. Really hard. So, football mailers, everybody loves them. I'm telling you. This is the one mailer that I get the most feedback on. And I will tell you, this one is my old one, and this is when I had someone who, used to do I would pay them to do my flyers, marketers. And when she moved away, I realized this is really hard. This is very hard to put together. And I said, I can't do that.
Yeah.
So what can I do? I Googled helmet schedule. And I found it. And I copied it. Literally. Control. I have a Mac, so it's like Control 4, and I cut it out and I pasted it into Canva, and I put a football field in the background, and it came up with it. And so all I did was add in the header and then go and get the logos and do this. All of this probably took me, well, I probably took an hour to do this, but I did this myself. And that I paid someone a lot of money to put that one together, and I'd say mine was just close to good. But I saw someone, a very well-known luxury agent, and I showed her listing, and By God, she did the same thing. She had her football schedules in this luxury listing and it was just white, more crisp than mine is. But she did the same thing, that she copied and pasted the football schedule and I knew exactly where the website she got it from. I was like, look at me go. So another one that I did, this one, I love this one. He was my neighbor and this was a great farming. I sent it out to, of course, my entire database, but then I also sent it out to my neighborhood farm as well. And it was a great, for National Good Neighbor Day. That September 28th is National Good Neighbor Day. And I would love to send something to the neighborhood and to my database on that. So it's really all about like getting to know who your neighbors are. This one, I love this one. It was for smart homes. And I put some statistics on the back of it. Now, if you want to go one step further, I put in also some glass cleans, like the little, microfiber, whatever they are, lens cleaners. I put that in the envelope. So, and did, a call to action about keeping your eye on the market. This one was cutting through the appraisal information clutter, and it was myths and facts about appraisals. This is a shredding event, so I invited everyone to the parking lot with, Nancy Miner does that here. She advertises it to all of the street corners, sets it up in the parking lot. If you do what I suggest, you find a different parking lot, because she's had the market for 4 years. But, it's great, so shred for a cause, invited everyone I knew to come shred their, sensitive information and bring a toy for choice of times. This one is scary real estate vocabulary and reasons to sell during the holidays. Home insurance facts. Oh, this was a good one too. Home equity, so if you needed to do spring renovation projects, the type of loans that you can get in order to cash out on the equity in your home. And 10 questions to ask a contractor before you hire them. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy. 6 of them a year, however many, every so often, land in their mailbox. I like to handwrite the envelopes. If you don't want to write them, find someone. Just make sure they have decent handwriting and make sure it's written on the front. I also hit the easy button on this one quite often. Canva's a great resource for it. You can find handwriting fonts. I have a font that is my handwriting. Someone created it for me, but I barely use it anymore. I just go to whatever font is available. I don't think I have that program. A handwriting font in Canva and create a mail merger in Word, whatever it is, and print the envelopes. If you have a printer at home, you can stick them in there, and print all of the names, but make sure it's in a font that's gonna get opened, that people know that this is not just a printed. And a lot of times I'll put them in a colorful, something bright. Amazon, you get envelopes for super cheap. Are y'all getting a lot of ideas?
Yes.
Too many?
Well,
Just think about it. In the world, it's so easy. It's like, I spent years and years and years creating all of this before ChatGPT. It's so easy now. It's so easy. It's stupid. Because you just put in the ChatGPT. I'm a real estate agent. Create a postcard content for 10 questions to ask a contractor before you hire them. Copy paste. You want to do it. If you want to be witty like me, you do. I love this one. My sister's contractor gave her a warranty. Will you? And then it just talks about getting a warranty on board. Oh, I love the one about the commercial. Where's that one? Oh, on TV, putting in a new kitchen takes 3 commercial breaks. How long will it take you from demo to completion? What time does your crew start working? I sleep in. What if you break my armadillos, my antique armadillo sculpture? Do you have insurance? So, anyway, so you do have to use, but you can tell with Chat GPT to be witty. I do it all the time. I'm like, stop being so serious. Give me
I
something.
have never used that.
Me neither.
Are you serious? Okay.
Yeah, but so Chat GBT, I know nothing about.
It's basically AI that will write
Okay, it
anything
sounds like
for you.
that.
It's all AI. That's a whole different class. I can teach you 10 different, like, or Sam too.
Yeah,
Sam
Sam's really good with it.
I know.
Anything AI related.
Sam taught me some new stuff and I was like, whoa, I just touched the surface.
I'll show you my pictures that Carrie made me.
My sister sent me some of hers, and I'm like I was cracking up because some are so funny.
Yeah.
Hers that she used is, I'm like, that's not you, but it looks amazing.
Wait till you see mine.
Wait till you see mine.
It's fun.
I had to stop. Like, I was, where, like, getting
I can
late.
see how
I
it
was
can get
like,
carried away.
oh my gosh. She's like, give me long brown hair. That's like. Whoa. And I'm like, some of them, I texted Rachel and I was like, am I gonna be in there? Sure.
That is fun.
All right, this is my absolute favorite, is Popeyes. And y'all, it does not need to be expensive. I get everything for my Popeyes at the Dollar Tree. At the Dollar Tree.
25.
At the $1.25 tree. Everything. And I brought several examples of my Popeyes and well, someone's gonna ask me, do you need to have a conversation? I don't. A lot of times I have someone drop them off for me. If I don't have the time, but, so you don't need to. What you need to do is have a message, okay? So this particular one, it says, thank you for helping my business bloom. I appreciate your referrals so much. And it's just my contact information, some flowers, and what is in this bag is this, it's $1. The same blade at Home Depot is $7, but at the Dollar Tree, $1.25 tree, you get this great, it works wonderful. It even has measurements on here, so when you're doing your bowls or whatever, you don't dig too deep. I mean, it's great. I mean, is it cheap? Yes, it's $1, but sorry, I get gloves. I get these in bulk on Amazon. Okay, I buy them 50 at a time and I use them at my own home nonstop because I'm a gardener. But these are great gloves. Again, they're about $1 a pair on Amazon. They're like $10 Also, I go to, and I put it all together. And also, at the beginning of the season, the Dollar Tree also has bowls. These bowls, they're old, they've dried up, they can't plant these anymore, but as an example, this is how I present the items in a bag with tissue paper, and I drop it off on the front porch. Up on the screen, you're gonna see a lot of examples from Pinterest, and this is where I get most of my inspiration. I love the year that I did a bag of sunshine. I thought everybody needed just a little bag of sunshine, and you like, anything yellow, and then, oh, well, this is my example bag, and the ear heads, the lemon heads that are in here have melted because it's been in this bag for 2 years, but I get glow sticks. And all of this came, it's stuck to the bottom. It's the airheads or the living heads, there is a box in here and they literally glued it stuff down that. Anyway, so it is yellow. This was my little bag of sunshine.
Now, who do you typically drop these off to?
Everybody in my,
Like your farm, the farming neighborhood?
oh, farming's a little different. So this is my 36 touch program
Oh,
for my
yes.
client.
Oh, for your client.
But if I did do a farm, I did do this exact same thing on the farm. I just put it in a little, like a little bit of a smaller bag.
Like not as much.
And I did a postcard that looked like this. Welcome spring, real estate is blooming. And it said, now is the perfect time to find your dream home. Are you thinking about buying or selling? Call for a free market analysis. And then I put your neighborhood realtor on it. So make sure to put your name, anything in that goes to the farm, I put your neighborhood expert or your neighborhood realtor. I make sure to include that.
So it doesn't have to be a client you've done business with.
This program that we're talking about today, the 36 touch, is people you've met. Okay, farming is a different class, those are the non-nets. And I do pop buys for them as well, but I don't contact them as many times a year. And they're gonna get more fees, but it's gonna have a more clear call to action on it. The call to action on these, like this one is whether you're renovating your home to increase your home resale value or upgrade for personal enjoyment. On one that I'm farming, I might clearly state if you're thinking about selling, I want to use
More of a
the
call to
words, I want to use the words that incite someone to list their home with me. This one, I on purpose did not put this together so you can see all of these that you do. And it's very simple. So for Valentine's Day, this one was as simple as just hearts on here. And it had a call to action of I heart your referrals. These bags come in like 10 to 20 per. I put some Dove chocolate, little strands. This is $1. You can spread this into about 10 to 20 bags, if you're only gonna use a little bit in each one to put the candies in. Tie it up, one piece of tissue paper, tie this to the edge, go on your merry way. You can make 200 of these in not a lot of time. This is the one from Christmas. And it was a hot chocolate bag. So in it, had a bag of hot cocoa, some swirl stick, a biscotti, and a message for 4 wishes this holiday season. You can see the idea came from Pinterest. So all of these are, I love the thank you for being amazing clients with a jar of honey. You could twist those words into things about sweet. Your referrals are so sweet. I would, use my own word. Get the scoop on the real estate market, attach it to a plastic scooper that you get at Dollar Tree. This one, oh, I've done this one, I love it. WD-40, hope your day goes smoothly. I might say something about, something about real estate goes smoothly. If there's anything I can help to help your friends slide easily into their new home. Okay. 4th of July. I've done 4th of July, so I won't do it anymore. Sparklers, the glow stick.
I know, that's funny.
I could try to spread it out and do something different every year.
Yeah.
4th of July is great for farming, again, different class, but doing the flag, the little flag. And those are, my helpful hint for the little flag is get them the day after 4th of July for next year. Because you're gonna pay $1 for each one of them until 4th of July and 50 cents the day after, and there's always a lot of left over and stored. So I buy them the day after and I save them for next year. Yeah. That one was so good. I did that one this year. Costco does and I did that for just my core applicants, because that was a little bit more expensive. I think those packs were $10. And it was like, I just wanted to catch up and let you, relish, and I would relish in all of your referrals.
That's
Easter was a very easy one, fill it with candy, put in a message about real estate. Pop it into your, real estate. I love this one, I've done this one so many times, because Pete's, you can go to Dollar Tree and they sell the Pete's in one pack instead of the bulk pack that you get at Target or Walmart or whatever. They just do the one big one, and I do the 2 of those and some other things in there, and it says, do you have any Pete's with real estate needs?
That's fine.
And I'll put a couple of these with some candy, some green shred, paper shreds in there. So, Pinterest, man, okay, y'all, yeah. Here's, life events, so make sure you call people or send cards or flowers or a gift. Once you get rolling, and you wanna put, make some baby onesies with your logos, people love those. But make sure that you're sending cards for any one of these, life events. So if somebody has a baby, please send them something. I love these warmies. Warmies, they're like weighted, stuffy for babies. And you can warm them up in the microwave and it gives them some, good feels. I like this one, no card can make this better. But I'm giving you one anyway. I'm sorry for whatever's happened. No card can make it better, but I just want to know, I want you to know I'm giving you. Market analysis, this is a live event, this is a home anniversary, right? Give them a CMA and a bottle of wine, that's the home anniversary, that's a live event. Got a job? Kind of a big deal. I mean, me and Ron were making it. And then golden letters and golden text. These are examples of golden letters and text that are just super easy. Tomorrow's challenge of the 90 days, the 90 listings in 30 days challenge is to ask agents in the office what their buyer needs are, and then create the flyer around it. They don't have to be yours. You can go find a listing for someone else's buyer and co-op, right? It's great, easy business. So here's one that was created for some buyers' needs around the area. So we had, a buyer in Peachtree Corners, a buyer in Johns Creek, finding. This is another one that you can send out, and golden letters. So do at least one of those. Or 5, however many you want. That's great email too. You have your newsletters every month, but if you slid one of these in there that says, here's the buyers that are available to you, that we have available, who do you know that may want to sell that matches this criteria? We all love listing, just because it literally borrows somebody else's buyer. And then text, would you be willing to sell your house?
That you would be promoting somebody else's buyers to get.
You're not really, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. 1000%. I used to send out every so often a postcard and have these houses on the bottom and lines going up in different directions with little bubbles at the top of it. And it would have little criteria of what the people were looking for. And it was like, contact me today if you know anyone that meets the criteria. Yeah, totally. And I would ask everybody around, who you got? And then it makes me look really busy.
Yeah.
It's expired right now. And then you do a market analysis and you know what, my buyer decided not to choose your home, but here's an analysis and let me tell you how you can sell your home for the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time using my 10-piece marketing plan, 10-step marketing. Yep. All right, I ran my mouth a little over today. I'm so sorry,
That was awesome.
but
Do you have time to show them the FMLS?
Oh, yeah.
I have time. Do you have time?
I don't, but
Okay.
that's okay, you guys,
I'll show you another.
if that's cool.
Okay.
Okay, I'll ask you to. I just have to do that. Nice to
Okay.
meet you. Thank you, Carrie, that was so great. Gotta get a plan together.
Okay,
You too. You have a busy weekend. And